Good afternoon, everyone. This is Christy with Ahn and Co. It's Wednesday, August 30th. I'm going to go over the markets with you. So weaker tone once again into these grain markets as you're just watching corn and soybean market really slowly bleed to the downside. So no big moves to the downside. You just see 2 to 4 cents here and there every day. And that's what you saw once again here into the corn market, down 4 cents, as was soybeans, as was Minneapolis wheat. So this should be the last day that you see some of that old crop selling pressure bring down the corn market, and hopefully this slows it down just a little bit, because it's been a while since you saw some positive trade into this corn market. Over into the bean market really just seems like it can't stand against the corn market lately. It did have another private sale, which really we've gotten one almost every day for the last week and a half. That should be beneficial towards the market, but it seems like it just doesn't want to really go with the flow right now. I do think that you're probably seeing a lot of funds selling this market as well. Minneapolis wheat, like I said, down 4 cents. It did have repeat trade that you saw yesterday, actually down quite a bit, and then working its way back to have just a modestly lower close. That's what you saw yesterday. Kansas City and Chicago wheat both on some support here. Kansas City up about 3, Chicago steady on the day. Meat markets look to have a little bit of a technical bounce with live cattle just briefly higher, feeder cattle up about $1, and then lean hogs up anywhere from $1, $1.50. So some technical bounces, as there's not a whole lot going on there, but they've had a lot of selling pressure into these markets. Outside markets, you did have the US dollar actually up 62 cents, and that's where you saw some big moves there as you're starting to bounce off that $92 level, and that was probably another reason why you saw some pressure, especially into the bean market, as that US dollar needs to stay a little bit lower to keep our demand there. We are running quite a bit behind pace, as we normally are, for export sales for this next coming year. So we need to make up some ground. Hopefully we'll see that here tomorrow, as the US dollar has been a bit lower, that we can pick up some demand and have some good export sales tomorrow. Other than that, it seems like the market's not really acknowledging the fact that you do have quite a bit of cooler temperatures into this forecast, especially for that eastern corn belt on the 6 to 10 and 8 to 14 day forecast, and we'll be watching that closely. I do have to close with a disclaimer: trading in futures and options involves risk loss, may not be suitable for all producers. Have a great day.